What's your age and your name?
My name is Amber Lulon and I am 18.
Um, what are you interested in?
I am interested in a lot of things. One of them would be music. I'm really interested in music.
What kind of music do you like?
I actually play flute and piccolo, so on my part, I listen to almost everything.
Do you play any sports?
Back then, yes, I did. I played volleyball, softball, basketball, and football.
What activities did you participate in middle school?
In middle school, in middle school. I participated in a lot of sports, and then I used to run the student store. But this was all like in a private school. It wasn't in a regular middle school.
What middle school did you attend?
I attended Stevenson first, and then I got kicked out my seventh grade year, and then they sent me to Belvedere. I stood there for the summer school going into eighth grade, and before eighth grade they took me out and they enrolled me to East LA Light and Life, a private school.
Do you mind sharing why you got kicked out?
I had gotten into a fight with a girl named Adriana because she had jumped me, and I got in a fight in front of the teacher, and I actually pulled her hair, and then I dragged her into the bathroom, and I cracked her lip on the bathroom sink. So they kicked me out, and I was in the dean's office every day in sixth period because I did not like my sixth period teacher.
What was your middle school experience?
Horrible. I hated middle school. I was teased so much because I was overweight. They used to call me horrible names. I did not like them at all. They used to call me Chewbacca, and they used to call me Amber Pamper, and it was just horrible. Middle school kids are not fun. They can tease you about anything.
Did you have any good or bad teachers?
Did I have any what?
Good or bad teachers?
I had only two good teachers. One of them was Segoviano, and he was my history.
I had him.
Yeah, he was a really good teacher. He was my history teacher. And I had my PE teacher, Mr. Nosovinsky, and he was good too. And I had bad teachers after that. Mr. Fisher, horrible. He called my mom in for anything. I'm trying to think. Miss Dimitri. Oh, she hated me. I hated her too. I did not like. No, Juanita. I hated her. I did not like her. She was my sixth period teacher. I was in the dean's office every day because of her. I did any little thing in the dean's office.
Did anyone inspire you to go to school?
Did anyone inspire me to go to middle school or to keep continuing?
To continue school.
Yeah, my mom actually. I was gonna drop out my freshman year of high school, and she came to me one day and she started crying, and she kept telling me that I needed my high school diploma, and that would show her that she done right thing in raising me, and so that made me continue going to high school.
Have you ever planned to finish school? Did you ever plan?
In the beginning, no, I didn't plan to finish going to school. I didn't want to go to school. I would ditch it all the time in high school, and then that's when I got pregnant and they kicked me out, and I was like, I'm never gonna go back to school. And then I came here, and I went to Roosevelt. I was at Roosevelt, and then I started failing because I kept ditching. I ditched 6 months of my English class, and then they kicked me out and they told me, oh, go to continuation school, which was Boyle Heights, which was right next to it. And I went there and they took half my credits. I done all my classes there and they took them. They didn't want to give them to me. The way the lady worked it, if she liked you, then she'll give you your credits. And it didn't. She didn't like me. She didn't give me my credits. And then I found Youth Build Boyle Heights through Gabe. My mom had told me to call Gabe, and he enrolled me to here. And I was kind of excited though, because I didn't think I was going to finish high school at all.
So how do you feel Boyle Heights different than Roosevelt?
Um, it's a lot different. The teachers care more. They don't just sit there and tell you, oh, do this, do that. They actually help you do the work. And even though there's something wrong, like if you have a problem turning in your work, it's okay. It's fine. They still help you. They don't. They make sure you're okay before anything. They make sure you're alright to do your work. They make sure that you come to school not in a bad mood, in a good mood.
Did you hang out with any bad friends?
Yes, I did. I had. They were actually brother and sister, Ricky and Stephanie, and they were the ones who persuaded me to ditch all the time. And because I liked Ricky, I would always ditch because I thought it would impress him. And after a while, that's when I realized, no, they weren't the friends that I needed. And I had bad friends. I had friends that would. There was a girl that I thought was my friend, but she actually talked behind my back. And it takes you a while to find out who your real friends are. It does take almost up to your senior year to find out who your real friends are.
What's it like being a young mother in school?
People would say it's difficult. You're not going to be able to finish school. You can't do it. But I would believe that if I were in Roosevelt. But here it's different. At Youth Boulevard Heights, you can be a teen mother and worry about your kid at the same time while having school. Because here I'm going to graduate. I know it. I'm not going to fail. And I can leave early when my daughter's sick. They don't just think, oh, it's school and the school needs money. And they care. They do. They care that I'm a teen mom. They care that I'm here to finish getting my high school diploma. It's not just school it's not money for school. It's a student. And that's what they showed me. They showed me that I'm a student.
What's the best thing about being a young mother?
Everything. I mean, I like having my daughter because when I'm there at home, I don't feel alone. I don't feel by myself. And my daughter is there with me even though she's a newborn. And I'm used to being by myself. I had my dad leave me, my grandpa, and I'm used to it normally. And having my daughter there with me, me knowing that someone's there, it feels good. And to experience that, it's a tremendous thing. Because when she came out of me, I instantly teared up. To know that I have someone else other than my fiance to love me, it feels good. That gave me confidence. It did.
What advice do you give to middle school students?
The advice I would give to Stevenson students or middle school students is that don't mess up. Don't mess up in school. Don't follow the wrong friends. Because right now the people that you think are your friends, and you guys might hear this a lot of times, is that the people that you might think your friends are now probably aren't going to be later. I've been through it. When I left Roosevelt, when I got pregnant, half the people I thought were my friends weren't. I literally have only 2 friends from high school, and one of them's in Arizona. So think about what you're doing before you go and you ditch school, because later on you're going to regret it. Because I regret messing up my high school and middle school year. Because like my mom says, when you want to get into college, the thing that they look back at is your middle school records. And I didn't believe it at first, but yeah, they do. They look back way into 8th grade or 7th or 6th grade. That's how far they look into.
So what are your future plans?
I plan to graduate from here, from Youth Boulevard Heights, and after I graduate from here, I plan to go to Citrus College, become an RN with the side of phlebotomy. And by the time my daughter's 4 years old and she's in pre-K, I plan to do all the events there with her pre-K. Go to her school events while I have my RN job, because it only takes me 3 days out of the week to do my job.
Thank you.
Just got money on this project.